Alright, on a project here. This project had all these trees are in that pile. They were all the way over to the driveway here. So all this was woods. All that was cleared. It's kind of hard to see it now. This is now graded for a garage pad. And then in the back of the house, there was a big wooden porch attached to the ledger board here. That's a basement entrance there. And then the problem is that the grade ran downhill from here. It was all downhill from here. When it was up against the house, that's what all this plastic is, up against the foundation. And so I ripped off the porch, pulled out all the posts that were cemented into the ground. There's a sidewalk here, cut the sidewalk off of there, regraded the whole thing away from the house. I think you can see down here it comes away now, and then back up the hill, so all the water runs out the middle there. And you can kind of see here, you can see how the last rain, the water went right here, all down. And you can see better from here that the grade runs away from the basement now. So this is solving a problem with the basement. And this took about an hour and a half to regrade this so that the water doesn't get into the basement, saving a lot of damage to the house. You can see how the water runs here now. So, and then all the dirt was graded off. There's the post for the porch. This was the porch that I pulled off. They wanted me to put it here so they could cut it up and get rid of it. But you can see from this distance, I mean from this view, the water runs right down here and around. So that was the second part. So this is the pad that was graded out for the new shed here. And this has a little bit of a drop off there, but they wanted a driveway coming up and then meeting this here to make like a circle around the corner and then back out. So this is the slope away from the new garage. And we ran out of material because we were borrowing from over there. Ran out of material to build this up, but we've got enough out of there to build this up. This went down at an angle pretty steep here, and then went to a circle drive down here. So all this material was graded over to allow for a grade for a front yard that's not just a drop off from the porch. If you see the drop off over there, that's the grade from the house. So whoever did the grading for this house, they built up a pad and it just went down. Didn't look for any more material, so we added material to this area, thereby changing the front yard. Took down all the trees in this area, graded out a new pad for a garage, graded this for a driveway, smoothed this out, dug through a lot of boulders, and that pile of trees is there. I don't like piles of trees, but that's where I was told to put them. And that's this job. Just finished. This is driveway going up through in the woods onto the property. And it's new coming through a field. Drove those posts for a wooden fence. They're gonna do a wooden board fence, and this is the start. And the dump truck started getting stuck here, and then it rained 8 inches, so this whole area got wet, and all the wet material had to be drug over there to dry out. And because this area is a bowl, it wouldn't dry out, so put a pump in here that's taking all the water out and pumping it over the hill over there. And this whole area here has got to be dried out. So it's going to take, several days of dry weather to dry it out. But when it's done, there's enough rock going up the hill. This soft spot here, once it's dry, will get compacted and then begin putting rock back on it. You can see the water draining down slowly from over here. It's basically seeping out of the ground and down into this hole that I dug. So when everything's said and done, this muck here should be dry before we start. But 8 inches of rain in the middle of doing this, plus this field was a little bit soft. To begin with, it was hard. Then got like 1 inch of rain that night, and then the next day got 8 inches of rain. Only way to avoid having this become a part of the process is soil engineering. Somebody come out and determine what the status of the soil is underneath the grass, but a lot of times that costs more than the whole job. So this is the pump, and the pump basically sits inside the barrel with the holes, and the hole stops debris from getting inside and plugging up the pump. So right now it's pumping the water out. I'll do an update on this when it gets drier. The area is pretty wet, and this machine's gonna leave here and go to another job. It's got the root rake on it for clearing out organic material.